speeding without destination, after dark torrents have poured and been returned at home. The skies above mirror my mood. Windshield wipers knifing through sheets, back roads slick with pooling, when a shard of cloudlessness opens. Pulling over, cutting the ignition, I unstitch myself from the humid seat, still fuming, to greet a full spectrum of color, arcing past the treetops in lockstep with its fainter inverse. Archer's bow, hem of the sun god's coat, bridge between worlds, reconciliation and pardon, they don't last. And I'll just finish with two short poems. One from my first book, which was actually one of the first poems I wrote that came to me as a gift. Writers sometimes have this moment which you can't will, where a poem kind of emerges almost fully formed, and it's a rhyming poem, and I don't often rhyme. I think it's not very hip and au courant, but I think it's one of the jobs of a poet is to milk the music of language in some way. And so also it was one of the first poems I could memorize when I read. So this poem is called Curacao, and again about kind of a lover's quarrel. Curacao. Singeing the heels of a quarrel, another renewal with what for fuel? Is it courage or fear that brings us both tears, each unable to leave the other? Outside, the world displays its devices, lures and entices, promises pleasures, earnest as arsenic and easier than rain, which must be why we refrain. It's true that with you I'm shriven, but remember when we were children, and joy was a given. Thank you, and I will just finish off with a poem from my new book, Deepening Grove, which has some of these little post-pastorals, as I call them, and some other poems about travel, about love and loss. And so this will be my last poem. Thank you, Jerry. Thanks to all of you for coming. This is called Surface Tension. It definitely is about a breakup, a harrowing breakup. Surface tension. Scarified now, but how? When we once heard parades from windows, swayed in artificially luminescent reeds under the Brooklyn Bridge, filled soaked corn husks with masa dough, glimpsed mouse deer scamper on wish-thin legs, called each other mon petit cœur de sucre, split each other like oranges at the navel, turning pith to string between wet fingers. Our realm was the back of doors, ill-lit alleys, laying splayed out on a lake dock baked with sun until the impulse to jump. We were gods caught in a rising soap bubble, arms bare, upswept scent of sand dune barren as moon, except for us, twinned, intertwined, tied to nothing but in the moment each other. Where did you go? Suds, not love, evaporates. Thank you very much.